Happy holidays! It's turkey time. What if the store gave you a bad turkey with broken skin? Oh no, the turkey will be ugly and dry. No worries, I'll show you how to make a perfect juicy, tender, beautifully golden brown roasted turkey from start to finish, even if it's not perfect from the first place. And we also make delicious turkey gravy from the drippings. Let's do it! First, the day before Thanksgiving. We use simple but effective ingredients for our seasoning. We have salt, sugar, pepper, garlic and onion powder, rosemary, thyme, and olive oil. I have a thawed 15-pound turkey here. This is probably the most popular size turkey for Thanksgiving. About 1 to 1.5 pounds per person. More or less also depends on what other proteins that you have like beef or ham. Now make sure to thaw your turkey in the fridge ahead of time. Depends on the size of the turkey, but let's start to thaw 5 days ahead just to be safe. We save the giblets for making gravy. Unfortunately, I have a turkey with broken skin right here. We'll fix that. But first, let's lightly dry off the turkey with paper towel. Now we gently lift up the skin. Use a small paring knife to separate the skin and the meat, creating an opening. We then use our fingers to dig in. Be careful to not break the skin. Now we drop the seasoning mixture all over the turkey. Start with the back. In order to have a well-seasoned, flavorful turkey, the seasoning must be rubbed directly on the meat. So simply lift up the skin and spread the seasoning in as even as you can. Drop the remaining on the skin. With the wings, simply fold them to the back of the bird. Now to fix the broken skin, we'll use toothpicks to stitch them together. If we don't do that without the protective skin, the meat in that area and surrounding will get very dry and not pretty. The last thing we want to do is anchoring the skin to the meat right here, or our turkey may end up like this. Because the skin is separated from the meat, it will shrink, exposing the meat when cooked. This trick I came up and it worked perfectly every single time. Now we just let it rest in refrigerator overnight. Thanksgiving roasting day. For this 15-pound turkey, we want to start the process 4.5 hours before serving time. To determine how much time you need for your turkey, make sure to check the written recipe. First, before roasting, we need to let the turkey rest in room temperature for 1 hour. This helps reduce the shrinkage of the skin and helps the turkey cook more evenly. In the meantime, we can start making our gravy. Add the giblets in a medium saucepan. Discard the stored gravy bag. Pour all the juice from the turkey pan into the gravy pan. Add enough water to cover about 1 inch above the giblets. Bring to a boil, then reduce heat to simmer. Cover and cook until the turkey is done with roasting. An hour later, time to bake. Start with preheating oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. We then bake for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Remember, this is a 15-pound turkey. The time for your turkey will be different if its weight is different. Time is up. To check for the internal temperature, insert the thermometer to the thickest part of the breast or right in between the thigh and breast until you reach the bone. Pull the tip out just a tiny bit so that it's not touching the bone. The meat should be in the 140 degrees now. Some more drippings to the gravy pan. Continue to simmer our gravy on low heat. To get a beautiful golden brown color on the skin, we want to turn the heat to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, then roast our turkey for another 30 minutes or more. Here's another trick because the legs and wings are less brown than the breast, so we will cover the breast with foil, then remove it after roasting for 15 minutes. Already 30 minutes at 400 degrees has passed. Our turkey should be done now. Let's check. Look at that, how beautiful. More drippings to the gravy pan. Now I'm removing all the toothpicks. They definitely minimize the meat from exposure. Let the turkey rest for 15 minutes in the pan when it's still dripping. Cover loosely with a foil. 15 minutes later, remove from the pan and let rest for another 15 minutes on a cutting board. This gives the meat enough time to reabsorb the juices and moisture before we slide into it. In the meantime, we finish up making our gravy. Mix 6 tablespoons of flour with half cup of water. The more flour, the thicker the gravy, so make it to your liking. Skim out to discard some fat from the gravy pan. Stir up and continue to simmer until it thickens to your liking. I usually leave it until the turkey is carved. Speaking of which, it is time to carve our beautiful turkey. First, we remove the leg. Simply make a cut between the leg and the breast, slowly pulling them apart to expose the joint, then use a knife to cut through it. Cut through the joint between the thigh and the drumstick to separate them. Repeat with the other leg. You may have heard the advice of removing the wings first before any other parts, but practically they should be removed last because they help stabilize the big bird on the cutting board as we carve. Look how tender and juicy they are. Oh, so good. Now to the breast, make a cut right in the middle until touching the bone. Slightly lean the knife to slide the breast alongside the bone to the bottom close to the wing. Then make a cut from the side to separate the breast. Easy as that. Slide the breast at an angle as thin as you like, and that's it. Repeat with the other breast. For the wings, simply break to expose the joint, then separate them from the body with the knife. And that's how we carve a turkey. Simply arrange the turkey on the platter however you like. It looks amazing. Now let's finish the gravy. Stir, then use a strainer to remove all solids. We then run the gravy through the strainer one more time. Taste and adjust seasoning with salt and pepper if needed. Add thyme if desired. There we have it, delicious homemade turkey gravy. That's it guys, I hope you find this video helpful for a successful dinner with family and friends. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving and a fantastic holiday season. Until next time, bye.